Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Well, just a few weeks ago, the gentleman who gathered at Aso Rock Villa to sing praises to Mr. President, Gbosa, 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 Free Africa, Free Soweto, Free Soweto, Free Africa. One of them has been on the receiving end of rough treatment, should I say, from the federal government. His name is Comrade Ajaero, President of the Nigeria Labour Congress. You know the story. You know, of course, what's been happening for some weeks now with an investigation into a treasonable felony, investigation into subversion, investigation into terrorism financing, and so on and so forth. And the man invited by the Nigeria Police Force to tell them what he knows about a case they're investigating. And the history of the police case, of course, you know, when the Nigeria Police Force personnel invaded or went to conduct a search at the headquarters of the Nigeria Labour Congress in Abuja. It's a bookshop there. And the owner of the bookshop, they said at the time that they tracked a suspect, somebody who was being investigated to that place. We didn't know who it was. And but governance protests came and went. And then we saw that they declared Andrew Wynne, that's one of the names that he has, that we know, wanted in connection with trying to topple the government of Bola Tinubu, amongst other charges. And indeed, Ajaero was invited by the police. That love letter written to him, he also replied with his own love letter saying that he's busy, but he'll come at a later date. And of course, he made it there, went, answered questions, went home. Yesterday, the NLC president was arrested at the airport by operatives of the Department of State Services right here in Nigeria, the DSS. As far as you're concerned, is the civic space shrinking under Bola Tinubu? Is he becoming dictatorial? Yesterday, something interesting happened. The daughter of Sani Abacha put out a picture, you know, of her father. And by the way, permit me to wish my colleague Upah a belated happy birthday. Of course, yesterday, forgive me, I mixed the dates up as I usually do, and I wish you all the best. Of course, keep making more money, lots of money, and wishing you all that you wish yourself. Upah yesterday celebrated his birthday. He's a year older, and I hope he's a year wiser. Okay, so anyway, back to the conversation. You know, is the civic space shrinking under President Bola Tinubu? Yesterday, the daughter of Sani Abacha put out a tweet, and I went to that tweet. That's Gumsu, I believe it was Gumsu Sani Abacha. I went to the tweet to read the comments there to see what Nigerians say. She put her picture, and she was standing beside a portrait. It's a bigger and larger than life portrait of the late General Sani Abacha. And this is what Gumsu Sani Abacha said. He said, Babana, I don't know if that's Hausa or some other language. You know, please help me. She put a love sign and an emoji. Now, some people went under the tweet in reply to say, I'm going to read some tweets there, some replies. I see a certain Uchena Ekechukwu who said, I can now confirm that your father, Sani Abacha, was indeed a great man and an outstanding leader. Under him, our economy was very buoyant, forex rates were good, unemployment was low, and inflation was generally tamed. There was little or no insecurity. And most importantly, your dad was not a tribal bigot like those in authority today. He united Nigeria. They accuse him of looting, but are stealing more today. Forgive us for vilifying a good man. Thunder, fire. Sorry, I'm sorry, reading that, but fire those who, I'm not going to read the entire thing, claim to have fought for democracy. Is what he said. And then I read some other comments there. And the mood right now seems to be someone saying, you know what, maybe Abacha did it was not even this bad. So I want your thoughts right now on the program. Do you think the civic space is shrinking further under Bola Ahmed Tinubu? With what's going on with the NLC president, what happened to the Syrup office yesterday in Abuja, where the DSS raided the office and all that. Your thoughts are welcome on the number 0201 277 0993. We also have the chairman of the NLC in Lagos State on joining us via phone. I don't know, something I'm seeing being wrong with our lines here. We'll try to sort it out. 0201 277 0993. 0201 277 0993. And our female line 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. Are we at a point where Nigerians are beginning to say Abacha was better? Are we at a point where Nigerians are beginning to say Babangida was better? Are we at a point where Nigerians are going to say, what is this democracy even about? I don't know. Let's go straight to the phone lines. 99.3, good morning.
Bartels.
Good morning, welcome.
The most controversial person I know in the whole world.
Ambassador Buswa, you've been worrying me from my last station.
Yeah, Ambassador Buswa here from Michi.
Welcome, Ambassador. How are you?
Yeah, Kofi Bartels.
Yeah.
I want you to know one thing. Struggle does not come easy. When you are trying to just do something in the struggle level, there always a fight back. Even Jesus Christ our Lord, he came down here and he faced a lot of challenges. If you are into struggle, you should be prepared. Anything can come. Show stamina. That's why I say struggle continue, but you cannot keep struggle. No, struggle continue. That's it. So you need to be prepared. People try to just maybe struggle against somebody. That person will also fight back. But that does not mean that person is right. But you should be prepared. Show stamina. You should be prepared. But all I know is that victory will always prevail.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm trying to understand what you mean, but I always appreciate your time. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi Bartels.
Welcome. Who do we have on the line?
Soboli calling from Ikorodu.
All right, Boli, welcome. It's a civic space shrinking under Tinubu rights, democratic rights, freedoms. Are they being taken away under the Tinubu government?
Well, in my opinion, the civic space is not shrinking. It has shrunk totally. Shrink totally in the sense that I never thought a time would come where people like myself be comparing the so-called democratic, autocratic, oligarchic system we practice right now to the Abacha regime. If at this stage of our democracy, some people are still clamoring for a military return, I just wonder how far what we call democracy in this present time and age. I wonder what will become of the other years to come. Mr. Kofi, an average Nigerian can't even voice out in a democratic setting.
All right.
You will be traced, you will be picked, and you say, "This, what is civic about this particular government we are running?" And some people will just come on air. They can't even voice or speak truth to power. They will rather go through the corners. And I ask myself, except we have somebody without a price conscience, Nigeria will not move forward.
Thank you very much.
If we continue to sit on this table.
Thank you very much.
Every one of us will be picked soon.
Thank you very much.
Voice out.
I appreciate your time. Thank you for your time. All right, 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi, good morning.
Yes, who do we have on the line, please?
It's Market Woman.
All right, welcome, Market Woman. Are we at a point where you feel, you know what, maybe Abacha was not that bad?
Kofi, me I not like Abacha regime, and I be one person that will not pick evil over another evil. I will qualify them as the same. Whether one is more wicked or one is lower wickedness, or wickedness is wickedness. This one is so bad. It's so bad. You know, wickedness increase according to the word of God. Don't see, let people not bring Christ into this matter. Look at people outside. Look at what they are going through. Don't bring Christ into this matter, please. I beg you people. Iniquity. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your time. She says, oh my God. All right, 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome, what's your name?
Kofi Bartels. Good morning.
Welcome, good
Emeka
morning.
is my name from Satellite Town.
Emeka, good to hear from you.
Yes, you see, what we are seeing now, I'm afraid, is a recrudescence of the Abacha era. And some of us are beginning to look at the Abacha regime favorably when compared to what we have now. Because I used to think that I knew the legal definition of treason, sacrifice, and democrats, not until this government came to power. I was beginning to question the accuracy of my medulla oblongata when it comes to the definition and the meaning of these words. Because what you are seeing now, I'm afraid, it spells doom for this country. It's a situation where you find Gestapo style of raiding of rights organizations, the NLC president. I'm not saying if it's inviting him is okay, but the way a managing administration is going, look at those bad governance protesters. Most of them are still languishing in prison, are still in detention, simply because they decide to stay in power, or they're saying we are hungry. Please, look at our situation as our father. And now they are being charged for treason. So when you look at this, you cannot help but admire the Abacha's regime. And I hope and pray that we will not descend further down the abyss. Because what is happening now spells doom for this country, it spells doom for the press,
Thank you.
It spells doom for free speech,
Thank you.
It spells doom for Nigerians.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you calling. Amnesty International it was who said a couple of days ago, recently, sorry, not a couple of days ago, yesterday, that President Tinubu is setting a new record of impunity, is what Amnesty International said. You heard it on our news. The president of Amnesty International responded to Joe Ajaero's arrest at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport yesterday. Says that President Bola Tinubu is setting a new record of impunity, which means that this one is going to be more than what has ever existed before in the history of Nigeria. I have Pastor Ladipo on the line. I do not know why I'm not able to pick your call, Pastor Ladipo. I don't know what's going on here. My. Ooh, okay. Pastor Ladipo, can you hear me? I do not know. It's some issue, a technical issue that we will try to sort out as time goes on. 99.3, good morning. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, man, sorry about that. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Yeah, female line. You're calling the female line. Apologies, got to let you go. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kofi.
Yeah, who do we have on the line, please?
It's Uche from John.
Welcome, Uche.
Nice work.
Very well, thank you, Uche. Let's do the pleasantries, your contribution.
Kofi, like market woman said, whether Bacha or whether Buhari, it is the one that is surprising me that people never believe that after Buhari, they will begin to say Buhari is better off than now. And we are crying there that things we are bad. You understand? So, my brother, all these people, they are in the same basket. We are hoping one day that God will send a head to Nigeria. But for now, my brother, everything is bad. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much for calling in. 99.3, good morning.
Morning, Kofi Bartels.
Yes, Pastor Ladipo, sorry, I have just a little issue there. But you're calling the female line, oh?
Oh, okay. I thought that line was not clear enough.
We couldn't pick you. I will allow you this one because you called earlier. We picked your call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kofi, the challenge we are having is this. If you are a student of history, go and read about Adolf Hitler and some of them like that. They come subtly and gradually they overtake the space. I want to remind us something. There was, when this then president was the governor of Lagos State, there was a labor union leader that was kicked out of service unlawfully because of his rigidness and the way he stands for the people and the labor unions. The man went to court. The court could not grant the judgment until the man passed on. He couldn't get, I know the frustration that man went through. His name is Akele. Only God will help us. We don't know what we have entered. When Abacha removed subsidy, he came up with PTF.
Are you getting me? When Jonathan removed subsidy, he came up with a Shopee. Now this one has removed subsidy. He has come with increment of tax and other things. Any other dissenting voice, they see them. Let me tell you what is happening now. They have succeeded in trying to blackmail almost everybody into line. So anybody that says anything, they pick something against them. People protest. They said they want to take over government. I don't know what we are gradually moving into it. Abacha era, at least it was bad. But if there's another English now, this one is becoming better.
All right, appreciate your time.
God bless Nigeria.
All right. Do you agree with those who are likening what is going on and the shrinking of the civic space, erosion of rights and freedoms under the Tinubu administration? Are you going to join those who are likening it to Abacha? I've been saying it's worse than Abacha. Because I mean, today in Nigeria you can still vote. I mean, you can exercise your freedom as a Nigerian. Some say the worst military or civilian government is better than the best military regime. And for those who have been listening to the president, he's saying some of these reforms that he's embarking on are sacrifices Nigerians must make. Some can argue that those who have been put in prison, well, they'll have their day in court. They can defend themselves. You know, nobody's putting them before a kangaroo court. Those are the arguments that can be made. We'll take your thoughts. 99.3, good morning. Apologies for that. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Michael.
Michael, where are you listening from and what's your contribution, please?
Okay. For those who said Abacha, the only time Abacha committed was dying. If you, in retrospect, you can see that Abacha was even better than what we are going on here. We are living in a very dangerous time. The only crime Abacha committed was dying. That was it. It was not as bad as they painted him. After all, Abacha stood up for the Western world, stood up for Cameroon, stood up for everything. But what are we getting? This man is in the pocket of the West, it's the pocket of China is the pocket of almost every negative thing. And we are saying Abacha. I don't believe Abacha was better than this man. Thank you.
All right. Some of the comments today take me back to a tweet I put out on the 22nd of March 2023, just before, was it after the elections, I think. I put out a tweet about Joseph Goebbels, who was the propagator, the propounder of this thing called propaganda. Maybe I'll retweet it. 99.3, good morning.
Kofi, good morning.
Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Jeff. I'm calling from Lekki Phase 1.
All right, Jeff, welcome. Yeah, Jeff, listening to you.
You say something,
Yeah.
This government, I don't understand what they are actually thinking. Let me direct this message to Mr. President. Mr. President, this is not you we know when you became Lagos State governor. Please, stop this bullying. Mr. President, please, stop this bullying. If you continue like this, it will not go well for Nigeria. You are an elder statesman. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Many thanks for your time. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning.
Welcome. Your name and contribution, please.
My name is Olumuyiwa, calling from Ajaero.
Yeah.
Let me start from the last caller first. This is the Tinubu I know because he changed all the deputy governors that are not supporting his way of life. Now, during the time of Abacha, what really happened about Abacha is that Abacha was like, I'll support all the government, including Babangida. Anybody that wants to spoil my government and they don't want me to do this government, I will deal with them. That's what Tinubu is doing. But Abacha reduced even the price. You know, Babangida increased the price of, the value naira to 22 naira per $1. Abacha said Babangida reduced the value of naira by pronunciation. He returned it to 11 naira, right. 11 naira per $1. So I begin to see that Abacha that I protest for against is now better than Tinubu, and this is the irony of what we are facing. For us to see Abacha is better than Tinubu, then Tinubu should resign.
Mommy Ayo.
Yes?
You're cooking again?
My sister, you know I like to keep my family happy.
So you use Tasty Tom?
Of course.
This stew is so red and thick.
Tasty Tom tomato mix enriches my meals with an appealing and appetizing red color.
So Tasty Tom is this red and thick?
Yes, so.
It's also tasty.
Can we have more, please?
I am going to get my own Tasty Tom tomato mix. My family deserves to be happy too.
Yes, sir. With Tasty Tom tomato mix, you can give your family more of meals that make them happy. It's thick, tasty, and enriches your meals with an appealing red color. It's enriched with vitamins and fiber that are good for the body. Tasty Tom for tasty meals.
When it's football you want, get it all on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live. Because when it comes to football, we've got it all. All day, all night. No matter what package you're on, you're always going to get football on DSTV.
Get an HD decoder at the promo offer of 22,900 Naira and stay connected. DSTV, your home of football.
Trader, are you ready for the flight? Yeah. Maximize your gains day or night. The platform, HFM is the name. Trading with us is a brand new game. Come on, feel alone. Execution slow. Switch to HFM. Watch your success grow. Higher leverage, tighter spreads and swap free. Got your back in this financial fight. Trade forex, commodities, indices, shares and more. Just come and see HFM online trading. Withdrawals, deposit done in a dash. Our execution too fast. HFM stands apart from the rest. HFM stands apart from the rest.
Nico, HFM finito. HFM is ito. HFM national platform. Online trading, forex trading. Any trading, HFM no delay.
Join HFM today. Visit www.hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play or App Store. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Every child loves Bobo, my special Bobo Bobo drink. Every adult loves nutritious yogo free. Tasty creamy yogo free. My Bobo, my yogo, ooh la la la.
Bobo, filled with vitamins and minerals, is every child's favorite as it makes them sharp, leaves them bright, and keeps them healthy. The taste is awesome and the feeling is so indescribably special. It comes in different flavors and is available in shops nationwide. Yogo yogurt is creamy, yummy, tasty, and specially made with vitamins and minerals to keep every adult truly fulfilled. It contains probiotics for your good health and nutrition. It has different flavors and is available in shops nationwide. Products of Bobo Fruits and Beverages.
My Bobo, my yogo, ooh la la la.
Ooh la la.
That special secret that awakens taste buds. Mouth-watering wonder with awesome aroma. Terra seasoning cubes.
Terra seasoning cube turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste. Hey, come cook with Terra cubes. Come cook with Terra.
If you're looking for a regular income, life insurance cover, yes, we are the one. Competitive investment returns, flexible entry and exit. That you have.
Looking for a smart investment with extra peace of mind? Introducing the Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund, UCAF, from Utica Capital Limited. UCAF is a fixed income mutual fund that offers investors life insurance that covers permanent disabilities and death caused by accident. The fund also pays up to 10 times of your principal investment for life's unexpected moments. Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund is managed by Utica Capital Limited, a funds and portfolio management firm approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. For further inquiries on investing in UCAF, email Utica Capital on CIS@uticacap.com or send us a chat via WhatsApp on 0703-164-8649. Please consult your professional advisor for guidance before subscribing. UCAF, invest, insure.
Life is always full of wahala, but there is music, passion, feelings, and good vibes. Take a ride with InDrive app to get there on your own terms. You decide what your life will be full of and choose a fair price for this ride. InDrive, the InDrive online passenger transportation aggregator, is not a taxi service. Find more information at www.indrive.com.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Creamer.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Creamer.
If not tea, Upah Garita.
Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer.
If your car just got bashed like that, would you be this person?
See how you bashed my car, eh? Are you driving with your eyes closed? Did you leave your brakes at home? Who is going to pay for this damage? You have entered it today. Oh. By the time I finish with you, you will know who I am.
Or this person?
Are you okay? You're sure? Don't worry about the damage. I am AXA covered.
Being AXA covered is now easier. With AXA Comprehensive Motor Insurance, you can even insure your car today and pay monthly. Call 0700 AXA Mansard or visit axamansard.com to get started now.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Live from the heart of Victoria Island, you're listening to your number one station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. NLC President Comrade Ajaero was arrested on his way to the United Kingdom, where he was set to attend a conference, the Trade Union Congress conference in London, which began yesterday. We hear he was picked up by operatives of the Department of State Services and released just before midnight. But his passport was withheld or seized by the State Secret Police. We have joining us on the line the the chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress in Lagos State, Comrade Fumi Sheshi. Comrade Sheshi, good morning to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah, Comrade Sheshi. You've not had much sleep since last night, I believe.
Exactly.
Okay. What have you and other members of the leadership of the NLC, have you been going about ensuring that Joe Ajaero is released?
Yeah, we thank God that at the end of the day, the will of the people prevailed, and Ajaero has regained its freedom about midnight yesterday. But rightly, as you have said, the leadership of the Labour Congress in Nigeria, I did not sleep until around 3:30 a.m. because we were also, mounting our own plan. If it wasn't going to be released that midnight, we were also, making sure that we will get him out of the grip of the DSS this morning. That was our plan. So, we were also mobilizing and making sure that we contact our members, our people, not only within the state, but across the globe.
All right.
That has been the plan.
What can you tell us about the ongoing investigation into an attempt to topple the Bola Tinubu administration leveled against some persons, including Andrew Wynne, who is a British national, and Joe Ajaero being invited to answer questions relating to alleged subversion, terrorism financing, and others? What can you tell us about that investigation?
Well, Joe Ajaero is just a child of circumstance, and is a soft target by the federal government because, Joe Ajaero is leading the largest group of the organized labor that are still
the voice for the voiceless, and is still the pressure group checkmating the government and ensuring that any anti-people's policies against the people, we speak against it, but any good policy of the government we applaud. But we've not seen any of the good policies of this government since last year. All we've been seeing are the policies that are really affecting the people in a negative perspective.
All right.
So for that reason, offense, we know that it's a very, very big and weighty one that the government is trying to hang on the neck of an innocent man who is the Joe Ajaero, is very, very innocent in the sense that Ajaero cannot come and lie to us.
Okay, but Madam Shesi, I want to ask you, this individual, Andrew Wynne, has a bookshop in the NLC, at the NLC headquarters, a complex. Would it be better for, I'm asking you a question, wouldn't it be better for the NLC leadership to say, let's allow the police or the DSS do their investigation, and then let Ajaero answer to their questions, and then let them conclude their investigation, and let's see the outcome?
Ajaero is not a criminal. It's a free Nigerian, and that is because he knows that his hands are clean. He does not have any skeleton in his cupboard. That's why he's still working as a free man in Nigeria. He did not run away. If he knows that he has committed that weighty offense, probably he will have taken cover since, without even the government, knowing about his escape. He will have escaped. But he knows that he did not commit any offense. It's not an offense for anybody to rent a space in our building. It's not an offense. And even at that, Nigeria Labour Congress is not the one managing the whole building. We have facility managers that are the one, renting spaces for prospective tenants. So it's not Ajaero. Ajaero even came on as president recently, and that guy has been there even before Ajaero became the president of NLC. So nobody should link the guy with Ajaero. Do you understand?
All right. The question on the minds of some Nigerians is, Joe Ajaero and other Labour leaders have been visiting President Tinubu at least 2 times, if not 3, at Ajaero Villa. They've taken pictures, discussed minimum wage issue. They've gone to see him discuss fuels, price hike issue. They've been there, and the last one they went, they even sang solidarity for the president, gave him bosas and all that. The president is close to Labour. And maybe you have yourself to blame for what's happening to Ajaero. What do you say to that?
Well, what I can say is, most of the time, the people that are working around the presidency, we need to blame them for overzealousness. Sometimes it's not the work they ask them to do that they'll be doing. Nobody should blame Ajaero for meeting with the president, because at the wrap of the negotiation on new minimum wage, the buck stops on the table of the president. Those who were representing the president, the side of the president, when it got to a peak of the negotiation, they couldn't go further. So it now became an issue that they have to meet with Mr. President, who have the say. It's not a sin for them to have a say with the leadership of the country. And it was after they met with him, those who were negotiating on the side of the government, they were proposing 62,000 as their best. And Labour was also standing on their feet that they cannot go less than 250,000 naira. Not until when they met with the president. the president have to, lay bare on the table to them that if Labour does not want him to increase the price of the PMS, this is the much you could pay, 62,000. They have to adjourn for 1 week. And by the time they went back on the negotiation, Labour was able to push a little further.
Yeah.
That,
but Madam Jesse, sorry to interrupt, but I mean, some will say, Labour probably, instead of having a hard line, in a tough line, regarding the issues at play, minimum wage, electricity tariff hike, subsidy removal, went too close to government, became too comfortable with government, to the extent of singing praises to the president, when the main issues had not been addressed. 250% tariff hike had not been reversed. Removal of subsidy, which was what you demanded for in June 2023, had not been addressed. And you were saying bossa to the man who implemented those policies. Some will say, well, you got too comfortable with the government of the day.
Anyway, before the wrap of minimum wage, the Labour came out to address the issue of the electricity hike tariff. But Labour came out, at all times, Nigerians should not be quick in judging Labour. And Nigerians should not also leave the fight of anti-people's policies alone to Labour. If they see that this issue that cut across and affects all of us, the tariff, is it only the workers that affect? No, it affects all Nigerians. At that time, when Labour is taking up that, yes, we are taking up government, we still see some people, some Nigerians, that came out to still condemn that action of Labour. That Labour shouldn't have done that, And I'm not justifying the actions of the leader. It was the euphoria that they were able to conclude on the new minimum wage. That was why they gave the booster to the president. They did not give him the booster across board. And that was what I told you, that if the government does it well, we will clap for them. Anyone that did not do well, we will checkmate them and we will stick up against those policies. At that particular moment, what called for that booster was the wrap, and with what the president promised Labour, that with this money that I'm going to pay the minimum, we will not increase the price of the pump price. With that assumption, it made the Labour to be excited.
Was that not a Greek gift?
Us and take back through the back door. That was why that booster was given to him.
Okay, so
that was why Ajaero came out later to say that this is a betrayal.
So you're saying, madam, you're saying the president said, if you take the 70,000 minimum wage, we won't increase the price of petrol.
Exactly. That was why the issue pain Ajaero, and Ajaero came out when we started seeing all this logjam in the petrol scarcity, price hike, and every other thing, inflicting pain and untold hardship on Nigeria. Ajaero came out to say that this is a betrayal. And this is not what we are expecting. Even the 70,000 minimum wage, the consequential adjustment is not yet concluded.
So what will Labour do now that the petrol price has been increased to 855 naira? We see across the country, in some cases 920, 950, 1,000. What will Labour do now?
Labour is not only the one that is affected by the price of the petrol. So when Labour is trying to take action, let Nigerians also fall in line with Labour. Let them not, demoralize those who are, fighting. Labour has been speaking and has been condemning that price hike. We've spoken against it seriously, and that is why we also believe that the government is trying to humiliate our leaders, because
but Madam Shashi, you've been in this struggle for years. The Labour that Nigerians know before did not speak and condemn And so we demand the Labour that we know in years past acted. But you saying Labour is speaking and condemning, maybe you're even appealing that
it looks as if the people are also very weak. The system has make the people to be very weak. Because if Labour is prepared to act, you will see some people now, they will go and bring banner outside that we don't want Labour to speak for us, we don't want this, we don't want that. And let me also tell you that with the advent of Ajaero came on board not too long. But with the advent of Ajaero, you can see many actions that Labour have already, taken. Many protests, many issues that we have taken up against. We have already, brought so much of the heat, even to the president himself. And that is why, they are trying to silence Ajaero. But it will not work. It won't work. We'll still continue to talk. We will continue to criticize. If there is need for action, we will bring out our action. Sometimes we look at the weight of the issues and we look at the situations on ground before we take some decisions.
All right.
You understand? We know that what the president met on ground was very, messy and whatever. But even at that, they need to put human face to what they are doing. And they don't need to kill Nigerians because it's not the way, the messy situation they met Nigeria is not the handwork of the poor masses. It's the leadership crisis and the leadership problem. The corruption was so much. Everybody was just appropriating and taking the wealth of this country. That is the leadership and the few cabal.
All right. So
government should go after them and get all the monies from those who corruptly enrich themselves.
Okay.
And also,
So, madam, you're saying the
prosecute
president
them.
met a messy situation on ground. I'm asking you, now that Labour is saying that they were deceived, and the petrol price is up to between 855 and 1,000 and so on, and it may yet go up beyond 1,000 naira. If all things being equal, what will Labour do?
We are meeting 9 a.m. this morning. So let me not, I'm not the spokesperson for NLC.
Yeah.
But let me not also preempt what is going to happen by 9 a.m. today. But with the way they have arrested Ajaero, they have already called for another action. And they have already called for Labour coming out vehemently against these policies of this government.
But madam, your meeting this morning is not because of the petrol price hike. It's because Ajaero was arrested. For petrol price hike, you've been tweeting. You've been tweeting and putting on Facebook. That's all you've been doing. And so your meeting this morning is for Ajaero's arrest, not for price hike.
It's like a sleeping dog that you go and wake up. So they have already woken up a dog that was sleeping on his own with pain, with anger, with annoyance. So with that annoyance, with that pain, with that anger, we will respond to the issues on ground now.
All right. Shesi, stay with me. Thank you very much. While we pick some calls from our listeners. 99.3, good morning.
Yeah, King of Radio, morning.
Very quickly, welcome your name and condition.
Morning to all our callers and listeners. Good morning to Madam. I agree with Madam. I've been telling you, Ajaero, you've tried for this country. Where are the other millions of Nigerians? The one where this man always in China, I didn't know about the increase of fuel from my Medicare and NPC everywhere. Where are Nigerians? We are waiting for Ajaero to fight for all. Like the woman said, Nigerians themselves should fight. I always tell you the ball is in my court. Look, during Abacha regime, because this morning you want to hear from me whether Abacha one is better than this one that is there today. During fuel crisis, Abacha brought tankers. Nigerian army were driving those tankers to filling stations. Abacha did not punish the poor ones. He dealt with all those people that steal Nigerian money. But this guy is dealing with everybody. Look at the 80-years-old man you speak with the other day. He never gets this bad. 80-years-old man. The other day, a blind man want to jump into the river because with two of his sons.
Thank you very much. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Ajaero is out of the business now. What is it called? Angela.
All right.
It's out of it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Welcome. Your name and contribution, please.
My name is Robert.
Welcome.
I was with Madam at Oniko 2 years ago, Labor Day. That's not the issue. The issue is that I want to ask Madam, why did the Labor Union allow this government? Why did they legal until today? When the president pronounced that subsidy is gone, the first day it was inaugurated, the man said subsidy was gone, and Labor know that we we don't have refinery, and this one we have great implication on the economy. Why the labor sleep since that time that the man was inaugurated till today? Why the labor sleep? Why are they still sleeping? That's my question.
I think
Let
she's
Madam
answered.
tell us.
Okay, Madam, I think you've answered the question. The labor has woken up now.
Thank you very much. I had this question. He said, when Tinubu removed the subsidy, why did Labour not come out? Well, the truth is that all of us in Nigeria, when they were all campaigning, the presidential contest candidates, they all campaigned to all of us in Nigeria with the promise that they will remove the subsidy, that the subsidy will be removed. So where were all Nigerians at that time? Is it the issue of the subsidy that they all promised to remove? Will it affect only the labor? Is it only the labor issue? All of us should have reacted at that time when they were campaigning to tell them during campaign, we were hailing them that yes, in fact, let me tell you, majority of Nigerians, except for labor and few people like Femi Falano and some leftists, they were saying it that government should have plans on ground before you remove the subsidy. Government should have plans. But government was telling us the beautiful side of this, that some people were taking free money as a subsidy. They are bringing empty vessels and they are collecting money. And the corruption is endemic in that perspective and that area of subsidy by any source. So all of us were hailing government that yes, remove it. If that is what is causing corruption, without thinking about the disadvantages of if you remove. But Labour was saying it.
Okay.
That government should not remove the subsidy.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Without ensuring that the stakeholders, they have the plan.
All right.
You
Okay.
map up your plan.
All right. Madam, thank you. I want to read some messages here very quickly. Mr. Bully Nukodu says, I beg to differ on Pastor Ladipo's take this morning. There's never been a time this president has ever done anything subtly. He has been a grabber, an enforcer, and one who lords it over his citizens rather than rule them. Indeed, Abacha's regime was what you would call bad, but this regime is a disaster waiting to happen from the onset. This room to parlor politics will end the APC accords in no distant time. Thank you very much. Good to hear from you. We have Vincent in Afro Media who sent in his message. Says another Idi Amin emerging on the African landscape. Okay, really? He says now he has forgotten the calamitous end of Idi Amin and Tinubu should learn from history. Absolute power not only corrupts but it consumes its holder. Absolutely. All right. Now we have a message here from Boys from Afro Media who sent me a picture. He says you can now justify what we're going through. Have a blessed day. Okay, I'll look at it later because of time. Another one here says Abacha regime is far better than the impunity driven government of this present administration. All right, thank you very much with your opinion there. This one says, good morning. Please, you don't need to cry. All we need is action. Let every ward chairman recall the senator representing their constituency or suspend them if they can't impeach the president. Abu Golden Ojo. All right. Good morning to you. Another one here says, Animal Farm summarizes the happenings now. Tinubu has never been a Democrat. They see the way he ran and still running Lagos State. He says, no dissenting voice must be heard. He selects who becomes what. Tyrants are always this way. Abacha may be an inch taller. NLC Lagos is nothing but an arm of the state. Ayo, oh wow. Well, madam, we don't have time. You want to respond to that? Ayo says that NLC Lagos is an arm of the state.
That person that says that Lagos is NLC is an arm of government is talking from his cheeks. Is not really speaking to the truth, because if you have to look at all the state councils of NLC in Nigeria, there is no state council that criticizes government than NLC Lagos State. We come out, we speak the truth, and if there is any time for action, there is no day that NLC calls for action that we don't come out. But we will not be pushed by anyone or any group of people that have anything against Lagos State government. Let them do the action against Lagos State government.
Okay.
That is for us. Nobody can push us into
Madam, thank you very much. Now that Ajaero has been released, will there be any strike by NLC? Very quickly, please.
Well, our action, our very strong action, was to be tailored towards ensuring his release. But we still have other issues to discuss.
All right.
We still have issues around our minimum wage.
All right. Thank you very
much. We still
much.
have issues about this pain inflicted on us by
Thank you very much.
And the pump price.
Fumi Shesi, I want to say thank you for your time, madam. We appreciate you joining us on the Crossfire.
Thank you.
Mommy Ayo.
Yes?
You're cooking again?
My sister, you know I like to keep my family happy.
So you use Tasty Tom?
Of course.
This stew is so red and thick.
Tasty Tom tomato.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.